The first way I attracted my audience was by gaining some audience research. For example, for my website, I asked people what colours would work well on a website aimed at men, how would a charity website make you donate, and what are the 4 most important pages on a charity website. So from my audience's responses, this would help me in designing my website. I also did some analysis into charities such as Mankind.org and Men's Advice Line to see what their websites were like, as there were websites aimed at male victims of domestic violence. I looked at their colour schemes, their layouts, their themes, and their content on the website. I did this because I needed to find out what my audience wanted. I carried out some audience feedback on my finalised website to see what my audience thought about my completed website. Also to see what I could have done better and to see if I had attracted or addressed my audience. I did this because I needed to see if I had actually done what I had set out to do with my website, which was 1, to get people to donate to my charity, and also for my primary audience, which is victims of domestic violence, to seek help.
I like how you used light blue and dark blue and then the red to highlight the donate page as well.
What do you think about the pictures on each page?
The pictures are very good because they show different emotions in all of them. By having all the boys dressed in black and the background being white is also good, as it's not distracting and doesn't distract from the text as well.
For my video, I carried out some audience research into what makes a good charity advert. I carried out a questionnaire that included the questions: what doesn't make a good charity advert, and how would a charity advert make you donate? 1. What makes an effective charity advert for domestic violence? Olivia, 17, said, one which highlights the issue effectively by presenting how individuals can suffer, also by creating a sense of sympathy by including a vulnerable person. Their responses will help me in creating my charity advert. I also carried out another audience research and asked some people some questions that included: what makes a good charity advert, and what would you expect to see in a charity advert? What would you expect to see in a charity advert for domestic violence?
Well, in a charity advert for domestic violence, I'd like to see, maybe what's actually going on with domestic violence, like, and how bad it is, and what's really like getting to people's minds, like what the issue is and why it needs to be solved, and also how it can affect people subliminally, people physically and mentally in their mental state. And just bringing the issue to light and about what people can do to big issue, what people can do to help and stop this domestic violence going on in this country and around the world, to be honest.
I carried out this research because the information that I would have gained would have helped me in making my charity advert effective, because it is what people have said has worked well, what people would have said would make them donate, and what people said they'd expect to see in a charity advert about domestic violence. I also carried out some audience research about my music choice. I wanted my music to be able to create emotion for my audience that are watching my charity advert, so they would feel emotion and really sympathetic, so they would want to donate to my charity. So by carrying out the audience research, I wanted to find out if my song choice actually achieved this. I also researched some other charity adverts about domestic violence, such as PSA's advert. I did this because looking at their adverts, it would give me some insight into how to make my charity advert look professional, effective, address my audience, make my audience feel very sympathetic, and be call to action.